because we don't get the left knee working very well, the hands work a little bit more upright and narrow because you don't turn into the hip as well as we would like. And then from there, it's going to cause your hands to get too far out in front of you and the club to get too steep. And the only reason it's not steep for you and why the club looks like it drops under the plane is because you slide and tilt your upper body a lot. See how that fixes my problem, right? So if I'm coming down into this golf ball and I don't turn my body well, to fix me, I end up sliding and tilting my chest. And that's why your hands were lagging behind you the way that you saw it in the video. I can't even recreate that move too much because it actually hurts my back. But basically, you take a pattern that's a little bit more upright and narrow, and then you slide and tilt to fix the problem, which is what we don't want. What we want instead is to get the hands a little bit deeper and flatter, which creates now space for me to then rotate my body to get the club back on plane. But if I'm a little too steep and narrow because I'm not turning in my backswing a lot, I'm going to then slide and tilt to drop the club, in theory, back on plane. You get the club in a very similar position. It's the way in which you're doing it that's the problem right now. You're doing it with a restricted hip turn and then a lot of sliding and separating the chest, which is getting you in that position. And what I would rather is a little bit more of a bigger turn with the hands a little deeper and then more rotation in the downswing without sliding and tilting so much. The club gets back into a similar position, but the tilting of your body is going to be very different, and it's going to allow us to then rotate through the ball. Whereas when you're a little bit more upright and steeper and you slide and tilt to get it back on plane, because you're separating your chest, low point goes back, so my turf interaction is going to be inconsistent, right? But also now I have to save it with my hands, exit very upright, and I'm not rotating through the ball as well. You have to rely on the hands a lot more at the bottom, not the most ideal approach.